Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are finishing off this long week on a positive note. It's Friday. It's always a good day. This is actually my second day. My first full day at home. Slept at home for the first time last night. Um, Not as comfortable as I thought. I think it's because I'm so used to having my own bed for a full month and then sleeping next to my wife and just feeling her pressing against me as like, I guess I'm not used to that yet. I'm not much a cuddler, just to let y'all know. So I am a loving person, but I'm claustrophobic too. So it's just kind of a weird thing. But it was nice to be at home. Yesterday, my daughter greeted me with the longest hug. It was just a long, silent hug. So that was really nice and pleasant. So it's a nice, pleasant surprise, um, from my daughter, who typically, I have to fish the emotions out of her. I have to fish for the I love you, you know, where I say I love you to her so that she can say I love you back to me. But it was really nice. I still have to be a little bit careful. I've got my mask, in my pockets all the time, because there are, outside of my wife and daughter, there's three other folks that live here as well. My aunt, our aunt, and then her grandson, the nephew, and his girlfriend. So I still mask up if they're around just to be safe. Because I am still immune deficient. Even though my blood cells are generating, I'm still weak in my immunity. So I have to just be careful, let it strengthen up before I go like see my mom. I called my mom today just to let her know that I'm home, I'm comfortable, but I won't see you yet. She goes, oh, no, I understand, so don't worry about me, I'm doing okay. But it's just nice and reassuring to see talk to my mom. So now, yeah, I'm cooking my own food. So I'll show you, I'm going to share with you what I'm cooking today, okay? So this is for folks that aren't familiar with Khmer food, this is my comfort food. So I'll show you what it looks like. Switch off the camera here. So this is what I cooked this morning. And it's just rice porridge, just plain rice porridge called babal. Kind of like when you say bye-bye, I'm done with you, bye-bye. This is babal. Okay, this is babal, and literally what it is just like I did 1 cup of rice and pretty much like 20 cups of water. So um, it's exactly as it sounds. So you want more water. So like I said, it's like what I did was for this pot. It's a pretty good sized pot. I filled the water up to about right here, so, and then literally I just had the 1 cup of white rice. I let the water boil first, and then I poured in the rice. And what I like to do is actually I like to stir the rice so it doesn't get stuck to the bottom of the pot. And I'll actually stir it until I'm comfortable enough that I know that the rice is not sticking together at the bottom of the pot. Because if the rice grains stick at the bottom, you're gonna get some burnt rice to go along with your porridge, your babal, and you don't want that. So this is actually my comfort food. It's dried up a little bit. This is the second time I'm eating it. So I'll be honest with you guys. This is really simple, but at the same time, it's actually pretty healthy because there's a lot of water. So with my current diet, I do have to have a lot of water because of the medications I'm taking, the antiviral medicines and all that. This is my simple food. This is what I'm eating. It's just basically 2 scrambled eggs, and I'll show you my secret sauce, okay? So here you go, you guys. This is my secret emergency gourmet meal. And you guys can do this yourself. So scramble your eggs, just plain, no salt, no nothing. Get yourself a sriracha sauce and a soy sauce. This is the brand I'm working with today. I'm not picky, I'll use any soy sauce. So what I'll do is I'll do this. I'll put my sriracha, just as much as you can handle. And this is my wife's favorite as well. So I've actually, when she was telling you guys how I cooked her an emergency meal, this is it. I just loaded up some rice, and then I stir fried some or scrambled some. I scrambled some eggs, and then just put the two sauce together, and that was her gourmet meal. So it's very satisfactory and very quick. It's actually very tasty. So now you see how much sriracha sauce. That's, the sriracha itself already has its own flavor. I don't do a lot of soy sauce. Okay, so I just probably like maybe a teaspoon, just to kind of, all right. So maybe a teaspoon of soy sauce. Okay, and then I'll have to switch the camera off. Okay, okay. So, and then what I'll do is after that, here's how I get it consistent. Okay, I take a cover. All right, ready? And then I just do this, kind of like tossing salad. So, if you had like a salad tosser, with a ranch, I do that to get it consistent. I do the same thing with this one. So there you go. All right, let's switch it back off. And there you go. You get a nice, consistent, spreading of the sauce. And that's just, and then I don't waste this. So what I'll do is, I'm not going to waste this sauce. So, and then what I'll do is I'll put rice on it if I'm eating with rice. But today I'm doing porridge. So there you go. Just put the porridge on top of that sucker, the ball. And I'll tell you what, you guys, if you guys are, some of you all are concerned about, actually I'll go back there. If, some of you all are worried about your weight management and all that, the ball is actually one of the best ways to do that. So, because there's so much liquid, it makes you feel full a lot faster. And the other thing is, you're actually consuming less rice, meaning less carbohydrates, which turns into what? Sugar, which turns into fat. So it's actually a good way to feel full and eat less carbs. So so this is actually one of my favorite things when, if you ever look to, like I said, for a meal that will help you be help you with the weight control. Try that out, at home. So, get yourself a little bit of rice grains, and try the rice porridge. And you can eat it with everything. I prefer the eggs and with my secret ingredients, the sriracha and soy sauce. I just prefer that just because it's nice and simple. But if you have salted, you can eat it with salt. A lot of folks like to eat bobal with salted fish. Just anything. Yeah, salted pork, beef, whatever you want. Or a lot of folks would actually one of my favorite things is the dried and cured salted daikon, and you can actually get that at like a lot of Asian stores as well. So it's basically sliced and salted, and then it's like dried. So it's really yummy. But that'll help you as well. So you don't want to eat too much salty foods as well, because a lot of Asian diet causes high blood pressure because of all the salted stuff that we have in our diet, along with all the fermented stuff is just concentrated in salt. So along with rice as well. So so this is a great way to ease into, ease out of eating a lot of rice, is to eat babal, which is just rice porridge. Another thing about it is, babal is also a survival. It's also out of necessity as well. You'll find that during any kind of emergency, you'll notice that Cambodians, or not just Cambodians, a lot of Asian families will stock up on just bags and bags of rice. And the reason is, even if you have one bag of rice, you can survive for months, because like this babal is an example of that. As long as you have rice, you can survive. You can just eat rice sprinkled with salt, and it'll allow you to live. It may not be the tastiest, but if you have at least rice, you'll be able to live and survive until something positive changes or something comes up. If you had less rice, then guess what? Add more water. So then you make a ball. So that way you can get more mileage out of the amount of rice grains that you still have. So this is how a lot of families survived during the war, during the famine times and all that. So it's so a multi-purpose for ball. So I hope today's video kind of share kind of a little bit insight on the resourcefulness and of the Cambodian culture, of the Cambodian people, but also at the same time, like from a health standpoint, it's a good way to help reduce weight, consume more water, and eat less carbs. So give it a try. If you if you have any questions or comments, feel free to put it on there, and I'll try to respond. I know I haven't been able to haven't been doing much response from the YouTube video. So, but I appreciate you all doing you're dropping your comments and your likes on the video. So thank you so much for doing that. And I'm gonna, since I'm home alone, I'm gonna be trying a few things here and there. So if I come up with anything that I think is worthwhile for you to try out, I'll share it with you. Okay, so we'll see. But again, thank you so much for your time, sharing your afternoon with me. I hope you guys are gonna have an awesome Friday afternoon and an even better weekend. So thank you so much thank you so much for your support, and I hope you all have a happy, healthy, safe weekend. So all right, be well everybody.ជំរាបលាទាំងអស់គ្នាបាទអរគុណច្រើន